Hello, everybody out there watching on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. Welcome back for Season 8 NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series action. I am Levi McIntyre, aka ThrashManiac99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Chase Last Chance Qualifier for the Chase for the Championship, presented by Steak and Shake. So this is going to be quite the interesting race between these 19 drivers to determine who is going to get the 13th. Actually, no. We're going to do something different for this LCQ event. Instead of one person getting a chase spot, it'll be two, so that way we have an even numbered chase field. Typically we do one, but since I am a giving person, we're going to settle it with two, so that way we'd have 14 drivers in the chase for the championship. Say for future reference, say like we had 3 wildcard drivers, then we would have a one person try to get in the chase. It's all about trying to even things up numbers wise. So we're going to go with 2 more additional drivers for the chase. So out of these 19 drivers, who is going to join the ranks of Seth Cole, Carson Gum, David Rivera, Dylan Poteet, PJ Williams, Austin LaPlante, Zachary Fitzwater, Jessica Shelton, DJ Curtis, Dylan Young, Trent Dunham, and Kyle Matthews. So that is how the chase grid is currently, but we're going to have 2 more drivers in that mix once this race is over. And those 19 drivers in the starting lineup include Joshua Collard, Michael Norman, Preston Plord, Austin Mongold, Angel Navarro, Dougie Shears, Tim Walsh, Charles Sanford, Rue McIntyre, Charles Jackson, Tanner Sullivan, Pichu London, Sean Galligan, Bob Jones, Dorian Facepuncher, Danny Wells, Stephen Pollard III, Johnny Gardner, and Daniel Day. So that is the 19 drivers who will be competing for this for the 2 spots in the chase for the championship. And so with that said, let's go ahead and get the command to fire engines to determine who will get 2 spots in the chase for the championship.
Drivers, start your engines!
And I forgot to mention that with this race, no cautions, just a 9-lap dash. You crash, you crash. So this is going to be quite interesting for all these drivers. And also another note, the reason why it's only 19 drivers is because it's all drivers who were in the top 30 in points but didn't make the chase that could race. If, however, it is 12 drivers in and you're thinking, how is 19 people in here? Well, we had a tie for 30th in points between Bob Jones and Johnny Gardner, so they both got into this event. And now pace cars in pit road, which means we're getting ready to race, and boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. Preston Plord gets the early edge and gets to the front, and he's got fellow Roush teammate behind him, Austin Mongold, trying to get in there. Joshua Collard in the Dodge start, running in third. And whoa, Michael Norman way up high, and he about came down into Dougie Shears. That could have been bad if they weren't careful. But anyways, it is, and actually it's a 10-lap dash, excuse me. Not a 9-lap dash, what was I saying? But Preston Plord leads that first lap. So that's huge. And whoa, we got a crash! And it's a big crash. Couple of cars involved. including Charles Jackson, who is barrel rolling, it looks like. Still barrel rolling. Tim Walsh was involved. Stephen Pollard, the third. Angel Navarro was caught up in this. And Jackson's still going somehow. After barrel rolling numerous times, but the car is smoking. There's Daniel Day and Michael Norman, who ended up out. And that did cause this pack to kind of get separated a little bit to where there's only 4 cars by themselves, and then everybody else that's still running in this pack are sort of separated back. As there you saw Charles Jackson's car smoking. Look on the lower right of your screen of what happened in that wreck and how it began and such. Sean Galligan leads that lap, and look at this cool camera shot we got going. Now the rest of that pack is sort of up here with the top 4, so we're back to having it be more people involved. Rue McIntyre going underneath of his teammates, Preston Plord and now Austin Mongold. Meanwhile, 2 Brits up at the front in that top 2, Galligan and Collard. And Sean Galligan would love to make it in after he just missed out of the wild card spot by 4 points against Trent Dunham. Same with Dorian Facepuncher, who tied with Sean Galligan for that wild card spot. But now Rue McIntyre separated the British party as he's now to second. So those 2 right there would be the ones to qualify to the chase right now. Galligan and Rue McIntyre, and there's Dougie Shears. Preston Plord up here, and here comes Charles Sanford with a run underneath of Collard. A little bit of lag right there, and I'm not sure what's going on. Everything seems stable now. Now it's Shears and Plord up at the front. So the updated list of drivers out of the race after everything that took place. Charles Jackson and Daniel Day are the official retirees, but 3 cars still on pit road, it seems. Pollard, Walsh, and Navarro, but they should be going over the wall. Because there is no way they'll be able to get back out on track. As Shears and Plord continue to be the top 2 currently. Tanner Sullivan's now entered the fray. Same with Gardner, Bob Jones. Danny Wells, Dorian Facepuncher, and Pichu London all trying to make something happen here in the final laps. Less than 3 laps to go for both Shears and Plord, and they're going to catch slower machine of Michael Norman. So that's going to be huge as far as who is he going to hold up for the spots. 20-mile-per-hour difference between between Norman and Shears. As it's now 2 laps to go, and they have caught Norman, and whoa, nearly a crash with Shears and Plord. That could have been major if that happened. So far, everybody got through Norman pretty decently. But now Gardner's starting to have a bit of problems. Now he goes by. Preston Plord to the lead, and now here comes Joshua Collard with the run underneath of Plord. And we're taking the white flag now. White flag is out here at Talladega in the LCQ for the chase. A lot of craziness going on, and Rue McIntyre turns his teammate. Rue McIntyre just turned his teammate, Austin Mongold. And look at this, 5 wide with Galligan on the apron. Oh my word, and that took out a lot of guys. Lower right of your screen of what happened in that mess. And it looks like the top 2 is going to be settled. It looks like it's going to be Dougie Shears and Tanner Sullivan. Checkered flag is out, and Shears and Sullivan are in the chase. After a major turn of events on that final lap, right around in turns 1 and 2, another big one occurred, all thanks to teammates colliding. Unbelievable. Well, updated results is there you see everything that happened. And Shears and Sullivan are the 2 extra drivers to now be in the chase. So it's going to be a 14-car chase for the championship. So congrats to Shears and Sullivan. Well, that does it for our coverage today here at Talladega for the Last Chance Qualifier for the chase for the championship presented by Steak and Shake. And we move on to our chase for the championship, the final 10 races of the season, where we will determine who will be the Season 8 champion. In our chase schedule, we kick it off with our typical opener for the chase at Texas. Then we go to California. Then we go to a track we haven't been to in a long time, and that's Homestead. Then we go to Thornton. That's a wild card race for the chase. And yes, that rhymed. I'm a rapper. Thank you very much. Atlanta, and then that's the end of the first half. The second half will kick off with M&M's getting moved into the chase for the championship schedule. Then it's going to be Darlington, and then Talladega again. Then it's going to be Kansas, and then our finale at Armory Digital. So that's huge for the schedule for the chase for the championship. So with that said, that does it for our coverage. Thank you for tuning in. This is Levi McIntyre signing off, as here are your updated chase points along with the results. Thank you for tuning in to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, offline racing at its best.